Now that the EU has a new Council President and High Representative, who is Mr. Putin going to call?
It's a good question. Maybe you can give me an answer, because it is after you. I mean, it's after the European Union to say what will be the duty of new president. But I believe that Mr. Putin, as chair of our government, may and must have a better relationship with Mr. Barroso, with the Commissioner and with the Commission and the chair of the Commission. And of course, we will see what will be the role of new president of this union of the European states, and then of course we will have some changes maybe in our protocol, but main step of course it is your duty to do it.
So until we do that, we'll take it that Mr. Barroso is still on the speed dial, shall we?
Well, you know, our next summit will be not tomorrow, so we can prepare everything before that.
Okay. And also now the Lisbon Treaty has finally been ratified. I just wondered, how does this new treaty and its different objectives change relations with the EU and Russia, and does it have any new opportunities?
I believe that we have some more reasons to be optimistic, because the previous situation, when you change the presidency each 6 months, was a kind of basement of instability in the relations not only with Russia but with some other countries like the United States, China, etc. We prefer, of course, a more stable situation, and when you have a post of the president of this union, it means that now we can have a kind of stability for 2.5 years, and this is the good news for us.
Okay. Well, finally, there's one issue that has been causing tension, and that's particularly with Bulgaria and the increased support for the Nabucco pipeline. How is that affecting relations with Bulgaria and with the European Union?
You know, Nabucco and some other pipelines, it's a commercial projects. Of course, there are some relations between the political projects and commercial one. But let's think separately about separate things. If we are speaking about affairs between Bulgaria and Russia, they based not only on some commercial projects but on the history of our relations for centuries. And we are speaking about friendship between people of Bulgaria and people of my country. We are speaking about cooperation between our governments. I know well Bulgarian ambassador to Moscow, and we are friends. And anyhow, we have to solve a lot of problems if we are speaking about commercial project. And as Mr. Putin said, that it is not a Russian question, but it is the question of the European Union and of Bulgaria to take part or not to take part in projects like Nabucco.
I mean, taking from the remarks that you've just said, it seems that Russia is perhaps just waiting to see how these changes in the EU is going to impact. Yes,
because we say everything, and now it is not our task to do the next step. If people in the European Union, in Bulgaria, prefer to have a stable energy supply from Russia, they have to have these pipelines. If they prefer to have something without real base, without oil fields, without gas fields, it's up to you. You can think about pipeline, let's say, from Mercury or from Moon. But it is not so realistic. We prefer to have real deals, like this Nord Stream on the northern part of Europe.
Okay, and we're at the EPP summit here, and with the change in the parliament, where the centre-right is really in control now, how does Russia view that change? Are they people they can, in your words, do business with?
Look, I prefer to say in such a way. We know the statistic now. We know how many seats the EPP group has in the European Parliament. But this is only statistic. We'd like to see what will be the new behavior of this party, having such kind of majority in the European Parliament. And after that, we can base our affairs with the EPP party and with the European Parliament based on real steps, real activities, real behavior.
And you're constantly mentioning that the ball is very much in the European Union's court.
In all cases we are speaking about, ball is not on our side.
So what would you be looking for? What would Russia regard as being hopeful and positive signs that will lead to improved relations?
We think that the main thing in our relationship is the reality. If we're based on the reality, if we're speaking about strategic partnership between my country and the European Union, we can do a lot together. It will be a fruitful cooperation indeed. But if we are speaking about kind of confrontation, about treaties just for short-term periods, about searching for some results not only on the fields of our cooperation, but let's say in the fields which I can name as non-realistic one. By the way, try to split CIS countries with the help of, let's say, Eastern dimension, with the help of this new Eastern Bloc, if you like. We do not know the purpose of this Eastern Partnership. We'd like to have much more information about that. So if we'd like to do something together, we have to include Russia in different projects, inform us as much as possible about real meaning of this or that proposals of the European Union. We do not want to be players without rules. We prefer to have some rules in between.